Okay, take two. I forgot to do a audio check, so I did that now. The audio is fine. Okay, hi. I'm making this video because not a lot of people make videos about the CBR600F4. So, this is a CBR600F4 from the year 2000, PC35 to be exact, don't get it confused. Why am I making this video is because not a lot of people seem to make videos about this bike in particular. A lot of videos exist about the F4i, but this is not an F4i. This is an F4 from 2000. So the main issue when I bought this bike was at low RPMs it was bogging. It didn't want to pull away like a normal bike. It sputtered, like it's struggling. So there are like a couple causes for this. Either you have a problem in your fuel lines, either you have a vacuum leak, there is either something going on in your carburetor, so maybe the float needle, the floats or the needle are worn or whatever. Everything needs to be perfect. But there's another issue, is your electrical system, and this is a very, very common thing for this bike. Oh, and your fuel pump, mind you not. So, oh, I forgot the keys to this bike. Give me a sec. Okay, I got the keys right here. By the way, I am Dutch, but I'm making this video in English so I can reach more people. So I'll be showing you guys some things, which first I will be starting with the electrical system. Take this off, we're not going to need this anyway for now. Okay. I'm gonna just snatch off for a second. Okay, so this I did myself. I cut the connector for the fuel pump because one time I got stranded on the side of the road, not because my fuel pump failed, but because the connector was so garbage that I just decided to solder it straightly and then use a Wago clip just in case my fuel pump actually fails, like as a whole, I can replace it. So that's why I did that. I mean, it's not a recommended thing to do, but I did it anyway because this is my fucking bike, so I don't care. Now, what did I change? Oh, let me just flip this. So there is a sneaky little bugger in here. It's, hold on, just give me a second. Oh, it's right there. You see the white connector? Hold on. See if I can. It's right there, that thing. This one. This is a new RR, a new regulator rectifier. What the fuck? This all came loose? Oh my god. I gotta fix this. Let's get back to what's important. And this, some fucking moron had a bad fuel cutoff relay pump, I guess, and he decided to just use jumper cables, but never really replaced it with the original or either a replacement. So that resulted in, so what does this do? That jumper cable, let me put y'all back. Hold on. So what does this do? That jumper cable is, it basically tells the system to continuously pump fuel. And why is this bad? Because this mechanically smart bike still has some, like, it doesn't have an ECU, but it still has some smart components to it. There's a trigger in the system at under 20 kilometers an hour that tells the system, hey, you shouldn't be pumping that much fuel right now. There's a sensor for it, and when I get below there, you send some fuel. That's how it works. Either it's a timer or whatever, I don't really know, but it shouldn't be continuously pumping fuel. What happens when it does is you get rough idles. So what does that mean? So let's say you put your idle screw at like 1400 RPM, and then all of a sudden it goes like this. So it cannot hold that 1400 RPM stably. It will just jump across, like maybe to 1500, 1600, then go back, go up, go down. That's not good. You need to replace that. Never use jumper cables, only as a temporary solution for when it fails. So always have it like in your pocket or whatever, but don't use it permanently. Now let's get to the root cause. Is under the tank is your fuel box, your carburetors, your pipes, whatever the fuck. Something is wrong over there. I already fixed it, but I want to actually fix the tube this time, so that's why I'm making this video, because I never did originally when I was debugging the whole thing, but that's okay. So I'll be making like a little time lapse, maybe with a voiceover. I'm not sure, probably not, because I don't have separate mics, but I will be showing you in detail. Well, I'm not making time lapse, no. I'll be showing you in detail how to remove these things, because I just remembered that no one ever did. So I'll be doing it for you. You're welcome. Okay. What you will need. Is this in frame? Hey, now I can actually see what I'm filming. So that's Pog. Do people still say that? Poggers? I don't know. This is good. Okay. You will need some tools. Get your socket set. We will be needing for now, for the tank of the motorcycle, we'll be needing a 12mm socket. I'll just now point it towards this. Alright. These screws need to be taken off, and there are also some screws at the top part. Those are Allen wrench keys, so we'll be needing to remove those, but we'll start with the bottom ones first. Or matter of fact, we should do them all at the same time, because there's a lot of tension on the tank. So you'll be needing this set. Most definitely you need this. If you don't, then you're basically stuck at part one. This is, I don't know the numbers. I can check it for you. I'm just not sure if they correspond correctly. It says this is 4, so number 4. And it looks like this. I'll show you in detail because that's what I said I'd do. There it is. These two need to be removed. This is part of the tank, so this is step 1 of the process. So let's start. Okay, now we need 12mm. Should be this one. There it is. 12. Oop, camera's right here. If you can just fucking focus, please. Focus. Is it that garbage? Hello. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm using a Samsung. Anyway, it's 12. Now get familiar with this thing because you're gonna need it. Alright. Guys, you wanna work with, like, you wanna be organized when you work. Make sure you put things back, make sure you put everything in place so you don't lose anything, because what the fuck? This process can be a little, well, we're gonna remove a lot of things. Okay, that's one. Now, you cannot pull it off yet. These panels, there are some side panels here. These plastic thingies need to be removed. There are 2 screws. You will be needing number 5 from the Allen wrenches, I think. Yes, okay. So these are very easy. I'll show you from one side what it looks like. Look like this. That one and that one. And this is for both sides. For both sides. Just like that. This is very easy. You don't have to over tighten these when you put them back. This is light work. You should be able to untwist them without like using the full force of the Allen wrench. Now we can take the whole tank off. Little interruption, no problem at all. Okay, now we can remove the whole tank. There are a couple things you want to make sure of. Now this, okay, do you see this? This right here? These are important as fuck. You gotta remove these. And while you're doing this, on the other side is your fuel line, which you do not want to disturb. Let me see if I can get that on camera as well. It should be like right under here. You see that one right there that's like in the front? If I pull this too much, I'm going to break the line, so I do not want to pull that too much. So, like I said, remove those two clips, like the ones that I just showed you under here. You want to remove them. Those are for the low fuel sensor. So, and while you remove that, you want to make sure you don't put too much tension on the fuel line, because you might have like you're already having problems. If you break that thing, you'll have more problems. You don't have 99 problems, you're gonna have 100 problems. And a hoe is not one. Okay. Okay, that's gone. Now this, okay, let me see if I can put this on camera, but let me first look for myself first how I'm gonna do this. Okay. I don't think I can get this on camera. I'll try. So under here, ow, is the fuel line. Now this connects to your fuel filter, which is right after this pipe. You should see that. If you don't see that, that means someone, if you bought this from another owner, it means the other owner removed it. So that's on him. But there should be a fuel filter, and I recommend you remove the pipe from that fuel filter right there. So what I recommend when doing this is putting something under the tank so you don't have to hold it yourself. You can have two hands free. That's the best thing you can do. But I just forgot because I'm half distracted with filming a video. Okay, so now that we have two, oh my god, make sure your fucking tank doesn't fall off the bike. Okay. Twist it. It works the best when you twist the fuel line. I must say this is probably the most stubborn I've seen it when doing this. Good lord. Hey, at least I did it well the first time. Ah, fuck. The cold really does not help. Get yourself some fucking towels, you're gonna need it. With all this shit going on. come on, get off there. Now you can also pry it off a little bit. This can be a bit more risky, but since, where the fuck is my tool? See, this is what I mean with work with, like, oh, there it is. You wanna know where everything is. So you just put this under the tube and then, I know you guys cannot see it, but you just have to get the fucking tube off. See, now I see my tank wants to fucking move off again. There we go. Now it's coming off. Okay. So now that we, yeah. Okay. So it's almost there. Now we're gonna make sure nothing goes wrong from this point. See, there's some insulation here that can come off. That's okay, because it's an old bike. All you have to make sure is that your tank doesn't fucking fall off. There we go. And you see no fuel is coming out because we closed the cockpit. That's important. That's a very important step. Do not forget to close your cockpit. So now the tank is completely free to move. The tank is completely free to move now. So this is what I put under, by the way. I put this under the tank. You can rest it, but now we want to remove it. We want to remove the whole tank. So fuel line, no. 2 wires, cockpit, fuel line. Okay. There we go. Now I recommend you rest the tank like that. You rest it upwards, because if you rest it flat you might crush the fuel line, so don't do that. Now what can we see? We can see the fuel filter, we can see the fuel pump. Let me get y'all a top view. So we got the fuel pump, fuel filter, brake fluid. It's a little dirty in here because I've been driving around, but that's okay, it's no big deal. This is not OEM, obviously. This is done with zip ties. Do not do that. Okay, so what's important here? Let me take y'all off this motherfucker. Let's see what we have. So we have our fuel filter, and then this is the intake. This is the out. So the fuel pumps it in, and then it pumps it out through this whole line. It gets over here. You have a T-splitter, which enters your carbs right here and right there. You want to check these lines for fuel leakages. If this leaks fuel, you're fucked. Now, for the airbox, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 for each carburetor. Check the integrity of these. Some of these also have a little cracking going on, but for me, not too much of a deal. You have this big ass pipe. Check this one. Check the integrity of this one. And we have these pipes that go to the side. Now this is for something else. Check these as well. But this is not all. You cannot check everything from here. Now we have also this one. You see cracks from the top a little bit. Probably missing a clip over here, but it's fine. It's in there. Then you have your fuel or your air lines. Obviously mine is not fitting well, but that's no big deal. We want to take this bad boy off, so this is the next step. I'm gonna put y'all back on the... So before you take this off, you want to take the top cap off. And these are all just simple Phillips screw heads, so you just need a screwdriver, that's all. I'm pretty sure all of you have a screwdriver at home. Just like this. Take all the screws up. we can remove the top filter like this, and boom, boom, bow. There is your inside of the fuel box, or the air box, sorry. Take this off. Bloop. Check the integrity of your fuel filter. Looks clean, looks good. Why am I keep saying fuel filter? What is air filter? I'm just bugging out. Put this over here. Okay, now what's important in this case, you have these rubbers around the top parts of the carburetors. Let me show you. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You have all your carburetor heads and the rubbers around them. These rubbers need to be sealed tight. This is done from the under part. If you look over here, where is it at? Oh, this is actually, let me show you from the side. This is right here. Hold on, right there. You see that screw? The screw? If we remove all these will come out. So we want to remove this whole thing now. So we remove the bottom 4 of these, which are these screws as I showed you. See that? It's like a clamp. You just unscrew them. But before you do that, take all the hoses off, and remember the hoses. You do not want to forget. So let's do that first. You want to take all the hoses off. Okay, I'm running on a fucking storage again, so yeah. So I removed the tubes, right, left, front, back. These should be all the tubes. Those are the ones that are connected to the air box. So now we're gonna unscrew the clamps. Like I said, these are very easy. You just twist the screws until the clamps are pretty much exposed, like open. They don't even have to be all the way open. It's just like, they just have to be open, plentiful. Just like that. Now we move on to the other two, and then we could take it off. Then I can show you the parasite of the bike. The one that has been causing my problems, which could also be the one causing your problems, or something in that spirit. Okay, that's now you can take it off. Do not be afraid, it will come off just like that. Voila. Oh, this fell off. No big deal. This is this goes in here, but it's pretty old, so don't throw it away, but you need to put it back. Okay. Put this over here for now. No big deal. This is where it gets interesting for you guys. See, now you have these 2 big ones, right? These 2 big ones, and then you have behind it a smaller set. Now look at this. This is where my problem occurred. I'm gonna take this one off, and I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. You can take this one off as well, by the way. You can just pop these up, because this is now disconnected. This went to the right side. This was the right underside. So just remember what you're taking off. There we go. Put that over here for now. Now look at this. This is what has been causing our issues. If you look at this side, see. Let me turn the flash on. You see that? It's cracked. It is not good no more. So this is what is causing my Low RPMs. That little fucking crack. That's when you notice how important things are. So we're gonna take this off, right? We're gonna take it off. We're gonna take this one off as well. If I can just get my fucking hands on it. Boom. That's no good. So what are we gonna do to fix this? Since we don't have a replacement tube, I actually want to tape this up. Now, why do I want to do such a simple fix? Is because this is a vacuum line. So this, it doesn't really serve that big, like no fluids go through this. This is pure air. So it's okay for this to be taped up as a temporary solution. Of course you want to replace this. I'm not going to replace this. I'm going to fix it with tape, call it a day, but I definitely don't recommend it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get some tape to fix this. So I'm using this tape. It's very fucking sticky. As you can see, it has like a sticky layer. It's already like... So get you some good ass fucking tape to fix this, because you do not want this issue to be a problem again. So I'm gonna do this off camera, because I don't want to waste any storage on this boring ass part. Okay, so I managed to get it back on. This was a bitch to do, but as you can see, I put a new layer on, and it's very, very sticky. This is like, it's already better than doing nothing, you know? So this will do for now. Now the tricky part is getting this back in, I think. So we got it back in. It's snug, you know, like it's in there. It's tight. It's not going anywhere, this thing. So that's good. This is practically sealed up. It's not going anywhere. If you do not touch this, it's fine. So like this cannot go nowhere no more. It's like stuck for eternity. Let's see what it looks like from the part where it was cracked. I don't know if it can like focus properly, but I think it's done. So I checked it. I took a photo while making this video. Oh shit. I checked it, it looks pretty good. We're gonna test it anyway. We're gonna test the bike. But before we can do that, we have to put everything. Okay, so this is done. We put it back very tightly. Now you redo everything. Now that this is on, you want to just check like, oh, did I put it back? Yes, you put it back. This is good. This is done. This is snug. It's not going anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, one under here. This that was this one. I'm pretty sure. No, that's right there. Don't forget, you need to put this back on. See, this is why you double check everything. Put it on the correct orientation. This one goes here. Put it all the way in. This one goes here. Put it all the way in. And this one went under here. So this is right. This is left. This is top. This is bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that we know where everything is, we can put the fuel filter box back on, which is this one. See, and this process also needs a little attention because these things can slide out. You see? You want this to be in there. You want this to be a snug connection with the carburetors, because this is also an air thing. Everything is an air thing with fucking carburetors. So make sure this is tight when you put it back. And when you put it back, you want to press on it. I'll show you in a bit, but I have to put this back, which sucks. Just this side. Garbage. This is so old, like it needs replacement. It's just how it is. That's what happens when you buy an old bike, you know. You buy an old bike, you get old stuff, which you have to repair. But hey, when you do, when you fix it, oh my god. It's like life is beautiful again. Okay, so we put it back. You want to make sure these like sit in the carbs. Oh, that was just the air intake. Let's see, or not like, because you don't have to worry about the line that we just worked on, because it's right under there. It's not even like touching it, so don't worry about that. All you have to worry about now is getting these back in while maintaining that isolation, that insulation. You do not want any fucking air to get in here. You only want air to get in from where you want it to get in, so from the air intakes. So what did I mean? When you put this back, you want to press on it, and then you screw it, because you make sure that it has that snug fit, you know? Make this tight. You want this to be tight as fuck. There we go. This is stuck, like this is not going anywhere. And this is something you have to do right immediately, because you will not get a second chance at this when you put the airbox on. And that sucks. But it's okay, it's part of the process. It's part of the process. So before you tighten it, check if it's in there, if it's not moving anywhere, and then make it tight as you can, because this is metal. You do not have to worry about metal. Make it tight. That's number 2. Check number 3. Is number 3 all the way in? You see, this is still moving a lot. So let's start from number 4. Okay, you want to put this all the way in. Press on it. But watch this, watch this. You see how this is, you don't want that. So press on it without tilting it. Just like this. And I know this is gonna be like, if you're a perfectionist like me, this is gonna suck because you want it to be perfect, you want it to be snug, you want it to be tight. And you see, like this one, it's not, it's still bouncing too much. It's still bouncing, but you cannot permanently fix that. Anyway, so this is pretty good now. Now we only have number 2 left. Sorry, I mean number 3. Okay, check if it's isolating. No air, no leakage. Hold the thingy. Screw it tight. Press against what you're screwing in because it will want to move. Now don't do this too much. Don't wiggle too much. You're forcing it to get loose. This is fine for as it is. Okay, now you want to put all the tubes back. All the tubes. Before you put the top on, put all the tubes back. The top tube. That's one. The side tube. Now this is a bitch, but it must be done. And if you want to do this the easy way, or well, kind of the easy way, you can take the air intakes off, which are these. You can take these air intakes off, but the issue with that, I'm pretty sure, I'm not like 100% sure, is that you have to take the front off because they're somewhere in here locked, which I don't feel like doing. So I don't have that much data left, so like storage, put every tube back, put every clip back, put your air filter in, put your top on, screw every screw in there. Then put your tank back on. The first thing you do is connect the fuel line to the fuel filter. After you've done that, open your cockpit, fuel cockpit, put it on open, and then connect the 2 wires for your fuel sensor. Don't worry about the polarity, it's just a resistor, so it works either way. Put that back in and everything should be fine. I'm saving the last bit of data because I want to show you guys what it sounds like and how it runs when everything is back, and you will see that it will run fine. And I'll also try to make a video maybe on the motorcycle, like at stop signs, etc., where I take off and you'll notice there's no stuttering, no puttering, none of that bullshit. Okay, so I'll get back with you. Little intermission. Like I said, all the airbox, do not push too hard on these screws because you'll tilt the box, and like we said, you cannot see now what's happening under there. You want to keep these 4 sealed, so make sure when you tighten these, when you have one hand over here, so when you press it, you make sure it's all one steady thing. Like, you don't want it to tilt. That's a little intermission. Like, do not forget that. Okay, put everything back. Every screw is in except for these 2 and the front 2. That's not important right now. Fuel line is back in. I put the wires back in. Everything is back as it is. Now I'm gonna start the bike. You should hear clicking from your fuel pump. If you don't, your fuel pump relay is fucked. There you go. All right. idling, as you can see, it's pretty low. This is because the motorcycle is still a bit cold. But it's actually set on 1400, and you can see it's jumping because there is no fuel cutoff relay. It's a jumper wire. But if you drive this around, it actually runs like butter. I could drive away right now and nothing, it will not even stall. It wouldn't even think of stalling. When you heard it like that, let me turn it off. It had like a, I don't know how to remake it, but as you saw, there was like a little delay. But that's just because it's cold. That's fine. Trust me, it is fine. I will make a video. I'll actually put it in here, but I'll just cut it in where I drive the motorcycle, and you'll notice that it responds well. It doesn't like struggle with anything. And this is after, like, it already ran fine. I could have maybe I fucked it up again, but I'm very like certain that the motorcycle still works as it is because I didn't really change anything. I really actually just fixed it. I put some tape on it, put everything back. This is like it should work perfectly again. So this was the video about one of the problems, which was a little tube that had a crack in it. So you can see like some of these issues are very, very small.
So, as I said, I'll be testing how it runs when you're just trying to drive away. I managed to install the relay. It got in the mail just after finishing the video. So I'll be showing you guys now how the motorcycle responds after doing the fix. previous video I adjusted the idle screw again, and as you can see it was starting to hang around 2K or 2.5K. So you must adjust your idle screw when the engine is completely warm, or you'll get a faulty idle fuel air mixture. So now it's perfectly set to 1500, and after installing the relay you can tell it sits very nicely on that 1500. Now if we're going to reenact as if we're at the stoplight, I can show you the response of the motorcycle when you're trying to move away. Normally it will struggle to respond, but now it's fixed. One more time. Now I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to pull away without even using the handle. I'm just gonna roll away purely on the clutch. So I'll show you that it's even possible to now roll on the clutch without using any gas. So there you go, guys. I really hope this helped someone, because it definitely helped me, and this was really a pain in the ass to fix. So try your best. If you have any issues, I started a forum on CBR4.com. My username is Breadboy. If you find yourself in struggles, you can reach out to me over there. So for the rest, good luck, drive safe, and stay blessed.